Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ, and we back here, at the crib. Last week I put a post out about my opinions on, people downing other karate systems or martial arts systems, specifically Krav Maga. And I figured I'll piggyback on that this week and talk a little bit about things that I see. Watched a lot of videos, and they talk about how there's about fake instructors, fake martial arts or fake self-defense instructors, and it's the notion out there that in order to be a real instructor, you have to either be a security guard, military, police, or MMA fighter or somebody who has, gotten into a lot of situations. Well, it's just not true. Okay, let's just cut to the chase. It's just not true. You don't have to be any of those things to be a good instructor. I made a video quite some time ago, and I talk about what it takes to be a good instructor. Maybe I'll repost it. It's from another old YouTube page. Maybe I'll repost it so everybody can see it again of what it takes to be a good instructor. But being in law enforcement, being a military guy, being security guy, none of those things are things that are going to make you become a good and proficient instructor. Not saying that they don't help, but you definitely need more ingredients than those, and those aren't mandatory ingredients to have. And let me prove my point. Just a couple of weeks ago, I did I was the one of the assistant instructors at an active shooter seminar. Now, I'm not a active shooter instructor specialist, but I do know the ins and outs of what to do in a active shooter situation, and I am proficient in armed, unarmed combat and long gun takeaways and gun takeaways, so have you. But I'm not a specialist. However, there was a guy there who was running the program, one of my chief instructors, Jeff Mount. Jeff Mount is a specialist when it comes to active shooter situations. He knows the in and outs of what to do. Not only that, he studies the mindset of an active shooter. He can tell you probably the last 5 to 10 active shooter situations when people came in. He can probably tell you the body count. He can probably tell you what gun they used. He can probably tell you, how he got in, and he can tell you the ins and outs because he's studied intensively on all the information around an active shooter. However, Jeff Mount has never been in an active shooter situation. As a matter of fact, I don't know any instructor that has been in an active shooter situation. Not one. Not one instructor do I know personally, or I've even heard of that's been in an active shooter situation. Now, when I say that, I mean that I don't know anybody who has been in a mall, been in a movie theater, been in a school, and somebody come in, pop, 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 start taking out bodies, and they have, boom, saved the day. Not one time I've ever heard of that happening. So, does that mean that no one should ever be teaching what to do in an active shooter situation? Does that mean that no one should ever teach a seminar, a workshop, go to people's jobs, showing them what to do just in case that situation happens? Well, if that was the case, how powerful do you think that would make an active shooter? How powerful do you think that would make someone who wants to go in and do these terrible things to people? That would make them extremely powerful. Of course, they can teach active shooter seminars. You don't have to be a victim or a survivor of an active shooter situation to teach people what to do in an active shooter situation. As a matter of fact, if more people taught seminars like Jeff Mount did a few weeks ago, maybe there would be less active shooter situations, or at least a lower percent of success. if more people were to go out and learn about it and teach others what to do. And that's just an example. The same thing when it comes to street self-defense. The same thing when it comes to sexual assault. Are you saying that in order to teach someone, a female, what to do to not be raped, you would have to be either a person that's been raped or a rape survivor? That's ridiculous. Okay? What you need to do is study. You need to do is train. You need to train and study and find out all the information that you can, and then pass that knowledge down to someone else. And that way, that person or even yourself can maybe not lose their life or be hurt, and or whatever the situation is. It's important that you learn all you can learn. I personally only learn so I can teach. That's the only reason I learn. That's the only reason I try to increase my knowledge, so I can give that knowledge to other people. So to all the instructors out there, don't let people tell you that you can't be an instructor if you're not a police officer, if you're not a military guy, if you're not a security guy, if you've never been in a fight before. It's just not true. Matter of fact, a lot of people who've been in fights, they couldn't teach you what to do anyway. Some police officers couldn't teach you. Some military guys can't teach you. Some security guys can't teach you, because in order to teach, you have to be trained to teach. But then again, that's just my opinion, and I just thought I'll give it to you. All right? So once again, guys, my name is DJ, Krav Maga CDK. Y'all can come check us out, or any self-defense school in your area. The more you know, the less likely anything will ever be able to be done to you. All right? Cool. I'm out.